I think that the reason why we discuss a possible end of work in the near future today has much more to do with the recent economic crisis than with the current technological change. These discussions have appeared in cycles, so it's actually old arguments reappearing today, framed for an entirely new future. And what is particularly interesting about these arguments is that they normally appear after an economic crisis, so that people are used or have had the experience of losing their jobs, of having job insecurity, and then it's much more easier to imagine a future without job, where it's actually a structural thing that people lose their jobs and they don't find any new jobs anymore. So I think that's one reason why we discuss this topic today. And what is particularly interesting about how we frame that scenario of a future without jobs today is that in the past, this scenario had both a utopian and a dystopian narrative. So one could imagine a future without jobs as something quite positive, that you had more time for yourself, that you could have more leisure, less hard work, that you wouldn't have to do your work just in order to survive. All that could be an idea which was in a certain sense positive, nice, a dream maybe. But there was the other idea as well, that society without work would be a society dominated by robots, where people didn't have any sense anymore, and where there was much poverty. Today, the dominant idea is the second idea, as a dystopian future, where we just fear that there will be a plutocracy in possession of the machines, dominating society, dominating politics, and all the rest of humankind would have to be dependent on them, live from a basic income, which is an old idea as well, actually, and wouldn't have any sense anymore in their life. And I think the reason why we have this dystopian dominance today is that we ourselves are so defined by what we work that we can't imagine anymore a life without work.